always makes me want a hot latte.
Do you want to make a run?
Yeah,
pretty
can
run,
you?
too.
I know. All right, it's Friday, and that means it is time for Brew of the Week on ARC Maine. We're taking a tour of local coffee shops and diners that capture the deliciousness of Maine.
And we have so many. I mean, here by the station we have 3. I mean, if you go downtown on the peninsula, it seems like there's dozens.
I know, and you love trying
Donuts.
local spots, you know, the locally owned spots
and
too.
I need to try so many more. We were just talking about cafes this week, you and I.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to find some more, and I just feel like you can never go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
It's a never-ending list.
Well, here's what you can do. You can go to our YouTube channel and watch, or our website, and you can watch all the ones we've done in the past.
That's
Plenty of
why
great
I love
places.
watching our Brew of the Week.
Yeah.
And you know what? Nate does a really good job with it, too.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
it
does.
And speaking of that, this week, ARC Maine photojournalist Nate Ullman brings us to Second Rodeo Coffee in South Portland.
It's a wonderful place. We needed this for a long time.
I started out in music. I used to live in Montreal, so I was a touring musician. Spent a lot of time in coffee shops, and decided one day I was going to open my own spot. I didn't quite know when that one day was going to be, but then opportunity came about. I moved to Portland and found the community here to be so warm and welcoming and inviting. I thought this could be the place to do it. Happened to find the space, and here we are.
Wonderful, because there's very few coffee places. In fact, very few breakfast places in all of South Portland. So it's, well, really needed.
We get our coffee from Vivid. They're based in Burlington, Vermont. They're a roaster. Ian, the owner, he's a wonderful guy, and he's just like really focused on the relationships that he has with the producers, mostly in South America, Central America, some Africa. Works with a lot of women. His values are very much aligned with ours. And his coffee's delicious, so kind of works out. There's some stuff that we get from Montreal, which is my hometown. So our tea, and we get juice from Montreal as well. Pastries that we get from local bakers around, breakfast sandwiches, and like little sort of small breakfasty style treats, sort of modeled after Little Woodford's. Like, we kind of are calling ourselves the Little Woodford spin-off, just because it was such a beloved coffee shop in Portland, and unfortunately isn't around anymore. But myself and Abby behind me, and another one of my employees, we all used to work there. So we're kind of like keeping that dream alive.
I got the waffle, I got the special. Google said it was to die for. Or like at least game changer, which I can agree it's probably a game changer, and I got a chai latte.
There's this sandwich on the menu called the Special, which is basically a breakfast sandwich with sausage and maple syrup between 2 waffles. And so that's kind of like our little like nod to Maine, nod to Canada as well with the maple syrup. We found the space in August, so we just opened. We're very new. Yeah.
How's that been? How's it been going so far?
It's been awesome. Honestly, like I really wanted to be in a neighborhood. That was my number one goal to open a shop, would be to like be in walking distance from people's homes and like really centered on the community around.
You live in town? Or?
Yeah, right down the street. I come here at least once a week. It's like coming to a daycare center. Yeah, I have a 1-year-old granddaughter, and her father brings her down here, and she plays around.
In general, like we're social creatures, and so I think there's an art to, you know, creating and like cultivating these spaces, even if it's just sharing food or, you know, having someone live through their passions. I'm glad I got to give this place a shot.
I think it's nice to know people by name too, something that we try to do as well. Not just know someone by their drink, but know them by name as well. We've just gotten such a wonderful response. Like all the people that come in here tell me they're so happy that we're here. Like they're just so happy to have a neighborhood coffee shop. So it feels really good.
Man, I love that breakfast sandwich with the waffles.
Oh,
like, looks like a McGriddle or whatever. Yeah.
So I haven't been to Second Rodeo yet. It's on my list, but their espresso beans come from a cafe called Vivid Coffee Roasters in Burlington, Vermont, and I was just there a couple weeks ago, and I did go to Vivid and I tried their espresso, and it was fantastic.
Ooh, yummy.
So I can attest that their espresso is delicious. So kind of cool.
We're gonna have to go on like a coffee crawl. You know, they
Oh,
have
I love it.
gosh, that'd
right,
be
and we
amazing.
check out like in a whole, do it the whole
It's a
weekend.
great
I would be
idea.
so
Breakfast, lunch,
dehydrated.
and have like a coffee.
Bring a water bottle.
I know.
Maybe it'd be
I
fine.
would be like through the roof on caffeine.
Also inside, it looks so inviting and vibrant and cozy. I love that.
You saw one of the customers saying, I feel like I'm in a daycare center, but in a good way.
Yeah.
That it was just fun to have families around, and you know, it just probably made them feel young.
So exciting for them, and they just opened up in August. So good luck, and I'll definitely be stopping by
Yeah,
soon.
it looks good. These are my favorite segments. We should
Yeah,
try
so
By the way,
good.
I want that McGriddle or whatever that's
You
called.
got to get your
Yummy.
hands on that.